I'm back. It has not been long, but I just like streaming. It's fun. Uh, it's just nice. And it's nice, like, going and checking out other people's streams, and it's such a nice little thing that people have made. Just here's another way to be a community. It's so nice. When in doubt, humans will reinvent community. Not the TV show. A concept. Anyway, that's nothing to do with the word. I've been playing the morally ambiguous and, like, down and dirty attorney game for a while, and it's so good. Y'all, it's so good. But also, I do like happy things sometimes. It's true. And okay, I'm remembering that we are currently in the second case of Phoenix Wright, and that is one of the sadder cases in the game. But listen. I'm gonna play the game now. I like this game. Oh my god, and it's literally been like 8 months. We've left Maya in that jail for like 8 months, my dude. That's... Bro. That's fucked up. That's a fucked up thing to do to our girl. That we collectively did. It was not at all me just... not playing anymore. That's nothing to do with it. Take responsibility for your actions, chat. God. Okay. Alright. Let's no more faffing about. Let's do the ding dang thing. Okay. And what I want is to make sure that the music isn't going over me. And I've proved I'm not that good at knowing when that is happening. So I'm gonna err on the side of caution. If at any point the music seems too low, just let me know and I can change it again. It's a beautiful system we have here. Hey, no matter what you are, as a living thing, you are able to change and grow. And that's how we do everything else. Anyway. Alright. I remember at least trying to do this on, let's make sure that everything's in the right order. Oh, no, don't do that. That was a terrible thing to do. Just make sure everything is visible every day, and every day we get better and better. Alright, let's see how this works using the controller. So I checked out the last video a while ago, and we just ended with our super hot, super cool, super awesome, super hot, did I say that already? Our mentor was murdered, which royally sucks. Yeah. And we found her sister at the scene. Her sister's name is Maya. And now we just talked to her, where she was like, yeah, my trial's tomorrow. They think I killed my sister. And so now, we, Phoenix Wright, ultimate good boy, are going to help her find representation. She did not ask for our representation, because apparently Mia, her sister, our mentor, apparently she said that there's a specific person that she should go to. And for some reason, she did not entrust her sister's legal well-being to the dude who just did his first trial. This is what happens when you're responsible in an Ace Attorney game. They have to kill you off. You're too powerful. So now I think that we just went back to the scene of the crime and we're hanging out with, I almost said Gregson. Yeah, we're hanging out with Gumshoe. That's it. Also, no promises that I'm keeping any of the voices that I used last time. Partially because I don't remember. Anyway. Alright, have we done anything? Ooh, what's this? Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. I have to not give... Jesus Christ, Gumshoe. I need to not give Gumshoe an Australian accent. Even though this is such a... This is a line that, like, activates... Corny line stricta, pal. No. Let's see. Let's see. What kind of voice we want to give Gumshoe? Cordyline stricta, pal. Who is that? Oh, it's not even telling me it's him, but if it ends with pal, we know that Gumshoe said it, because, apparently he had some very interesting, like, linguistic humor going on in the Japanese, and it didn't super translate to English, so they kind of just made him say pal a lot. We still love him. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. I forgot that, like, literally this is so sad. Like, Mia is the closest thing that Phoenix has to family at this point in his life. We never hear about his parents or any siblings, extended family, nothing. We hear nothing about that. We don't know them. We don't know her. And he has one dumbass friend. And now his mentor is dead. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of these. When we went to the office of the lawyer who we're trying to find for Maya, Phoenix made a note of all of the fancy books in the office and also noted that it looked like none of them had looked like they'd been touched. Which is a, like, recurring joke I've seen. Specifically, like, lawyers not reading any of the books in their big offices. I think it's really good. The sky is blue, and so am I. Dabu dee, dabu die. Anyway, there's that hotel right across the way. The hotel that some lady saw us looking at Mia's corpse through, and so she called the police. What's up? About Ms. Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. No, I feel like he needs something gruffer, but I don't know how gruff a voice I can do. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Alright. Mia's autopsy report. The source of probably one of the top, like, 5 most iconic Ace Attorney moments in history. Just, we're gonna, this is a tool that will help us later. Time of death, was September 5th at 9 p.m. Cause was a single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya. What voice did I just give him? Oh my brain is so dead. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this one trial, you aren't gonna win. But why do you say that? I'm just a little guy. City's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? So... I've played the game before, so I know who he is. But chat, you don't know. Or maybe you do, but whatever. Of course I don't know him. Never heard of him. Whoa, you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Sounds a little bit like Morgan from Of the Devil. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Oh hey, we're back to Phoenix Wright! Yeah! I miss them. I miss them. They're just a bunch of little guys. They're just a bunch of friends hanging out. I love them. And also we're gonna meet one of my favorite characters in the whole series soon. Alright. So we came here to get Maya's phone, because she has a, he's a cop who hates crime, how uncommon in games and media. He was actually describing the prosecutor who we just heard about, but... yeah. This game is like 20 years old now. And yet I love it so much. So she, there's a phone recorded, there's a message recorded on her phone, and Gumshoe has her phone. So we're going to present this. Also, the button prompts it gives me do not match my controller, so... Good thing this game doesn't have Q2Es. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Look at that cute little phone. Also, I think this game is set in 2016, I want to say. That's the number that's rattling in my brain. But it was made, like, way before then, so it was supposed to be, like, almost futuristic a little bit. Kind of like Of the Devil. This is why I think that I only play games where you play as a defense attorney. Present or former. Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight, tell him not so straight. Well, here's the thing about me. I'm bisexual. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy. But what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Oldie Tokyo. Steel Samurai? And the jokes just keep on rolling. Now that's what this game's about. Is it also a lot of political commentary about the rigged justice system? Yes. Is it also a deep exploration into spoilers? But mostly, it's just puns and jokes. It's good. It's my kind of game. That action hero on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. That what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone received. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. Y'all done, pal? Yes. Thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. I'ma get you. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. I'm gonna seduce the witness. I am not gonna seduce the witness. Phoenix is certainly not gonna seduce the witness. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. We're just getting started, everybody. That will not be the most egregious pun name in this case. Just in this case. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? But, so you've sent her home already, then? Aha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Alright, let's go. We outie. Gatewater Hotel. I'm back. Oh god, I'm back. Alright, alright. Now this one's gonna be Gatewater Hotel. Sure.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee.
MO to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. This will not be the last time.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's also exciting. I can hardly contain myself. She'll make lots of jokes of that nature. I'm guessing you can figure out why. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful witness.
She looks like a chihuahua. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Because that definitely won't be us. What's that? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching!
Let her twitch.
Ooh, bad boy!
Actually, she kind of looks like a hairless cat, but if you like put a wig on it. Oh shit, that's the eyes changing back.
You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms, Yang. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was gonna explode for a second there. Holy crap, an RPG where the NPCs react to you rummaging around in their stuff. It's the first of its kind. It's wild. They're like, why are you trying to get into my bed? Why are you trying to look in my garbage? I wonder what could be inside the drawer. I didn't want you to come back. I wanted to keep snooping at your stuff. The thing is, she will let us snoop at some of it, I think. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Faye and Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. A simple bed. Let's get it. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. That's a person. Phoenix, that's a person. It's not a She's definitely doing kitty paws with her hands. 100%. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Okay. So I can just look at it again? She'll just yell at me again? What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Alright, let's... Jesus, please, you're... There's a... Oh my god, there's a... I know what she looks like. I know what she looks like. I know what she looks like, and now I need to find what she looks like. Gimme. This is totally worth it, and not at all a pointless tangent. Because I need to find... Come on. No. There's a different one. It was different. It was different than this. Where's the one I'm thinking of? Where's the one I'm thinking of? Oh! You! Oh god, what the fuck? they really had some wildly different iterations of this, didn't they? Okay, but what's the one that looks like her? The one that looks like her is this one. Yeah. So now we're just gonna save this stupid and then we're gonna... Give me this. Look! Look! They're the same. It's the same picture. Just make the hair pink. It's already a little pink. This is a Webkinz, by the way, for whoever remembers Webkinz. Oh my god, this image is so... No. Oh my god, I'm getting lost in the sauce. You can be here for a little bit. You'll hang out right there. I see it. See? That's the same picture. Alright. Oh, now I have to put my freaking chat back. Alright, there we go. Alright, what you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Ooh, observe! Incident! You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
I'm gay. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? The bad thing. I don't suppose you could tell me about it? Pretty please? I'm just a little guy.
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No. Hey, nope, I'm just doing my job. Nope, I'm gay. Nope. I might have had a thing for my boss, but that was special. Mostly I'm gay, but also no. I don't know. I am just a little guy. Please don't do this.
Tee-hee. You know, you're cute when you blush.
The thing is, I bet she's right. I would much rather be looking at Phoenix blushing right now. And yet, I got my food. It's just groceries, so I don't need to like go now or anything. But as I was sprinting to go to the door, I immediately lost the attorney badge that I had on. So, I did find it, all those little back thingies. Somewhere. But so, I guess I'm an ace attorney who lost their badge. Alright, let's get back to it. First, let's put everything back in order. She's got... Her eyes, bro, are so... Okay. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. He's so cute. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Oh boy. She's definitely not the best witness in the games. She's not the worst, though. I'm gonna... One sec. I'll be right back again. Okay. Cats are time. But now, we're in this magical land where I don't have to deal with that. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Well, that was fun. I can't imagine there's anything I would have to show you. So I won't. I'm gonna leave now. Bye! Let's see if this guy came back to his office now. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So, you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. So it has been said. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it! Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey? Bro. My dude, my guy. How long does it take you every day to get your mustache and your hair to match like that? That's what he's not busy doing all the time. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why this strange reaction? Cha-cha! I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? What's the news, douche nozzle? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. Now, it's been a while since I watched the video of the previous stream, but I'm pretty sure this guy wasn't the killer, right? He was not. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something, old man? Did you want to say something? Did you want to step up and say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back. That one. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed! It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. One Piece? It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Dig a dang dang. 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 Well. Guess I'll just go then. September 6th. Unfortunately, no poker chips for this one. Hiya!
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help?
see. I've been abandoned then.
No one is having a good time. What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know. So she could still be alive?
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. I'm the first small. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago.
Also, I suspect he might be a mass murderer.
Our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he
ruined our mother's life. Ruined.
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain.
So, you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her. All by herself up on that mountain? So, who was this man who, ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim.
Wow. So, what happened?
The case was solved. We thought.
You thought.
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course.
Great view, though.
But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughing stock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
That was his name, my sister told me.
White?
Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? We're not going home. We're gonna defend her, because she's our weird girl and we love her. I've made up my mind! I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not! Well, why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. Someone else is the culprit. I don't know why. 'cause, like, both of these are true. But she did specifically say earlier, oh, I've been abandoned. So I kind of like saying I can't abandon you. I never will. Never, ever, ever. The amount of bullshit I am going to go through for you, Maya Fey. And I will never regret it. Never, never, never. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there. A long time ago. So the guy was leader of the auditors from Thief of Time. No wonder he was such a prick. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. So you can see how Phoenix is a slight contrast to Morgan in terms of, you know, life philosophies. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right. Thank you.
She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. I am about to commit How do I whatever. Unlike Morgan, Phoenix has to ask. Drew! So true, bestie. Why can't
Ha! I've done it.
Alright. We're back in business, baby! The business of saving our girl. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Yeah, she's been bugging me too. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Alright. Bye! Good evening, sir. Excuse me? You are? I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Also, why did he let me in?
Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
I almost forgot. You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? A coinky-dink? Just the way that we're standing in this room is so uncomfortable because it really seems like we just walked into the room and we just turned our back to the bathroom and we're just standing there. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer.
Now's my chance to see what's inside.
What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? A wiretap added to the court record. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait. I mean, you know what I mean. I'm a bottom. I mean...
Oh, Bellboy, you still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Yes. I will save my progress up to this point. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Now's my chance to snoop around a bit, so I gather Phoenix is the grandson of Sophie from this bed we made. You know what? Yeah, actually, that does track. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Ms. Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
Miles looks like he only got about 4 hours sleep last night. Yeah, that tracks. That's what we like about him. He's tired. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. If he was the chief officer at the scene, why were people ordering him around? Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Oh, what was your fucking voice again, Gumshoe? My goldfish brain. Sir? My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please, describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death is not... And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir.
The court accepts the statue as evidence.
Miles also sounds more than a little like Morgan. Listen, that's partially because I don't have a lot of voices in my repertoire. But also, yeah, they've got some similarities. Oh, that doesn't look at all. They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Ms. Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Ms. Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Also, my boss is dead. I don't have a brain anymore. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? Ooh. When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Huh. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. And also the fact that Maya could see from his expression that he had no idea what the fuck to do. It's, they kind of confirm in, Great Ace Attorney, which is, set in the past and is about, Phoenix's ancestor, that it seems to be a familial trait that, like, no poker face whatsoever. Another distinction from him and Morgan. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. My phase arrest. Alright, so the way that the game works is that you press everything and then sometimes you'll get new information and sometimes you won't. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb! Where did my accent go? I drank water and my accent went. Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who! The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. There are 2 people there already. Okay, so the idea is you press everything, but also I've played this game before and it's the first real case, so like they're not... I know there are 2 people there. And yep, that was me. Did they not show how many... Oh god, is that a quality of life thing they got rid of? Because that would piss me off if it did. So now let's press. Why is that? What's your reason? Oh, right. Why we have a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I'm just a little guy. I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, pal, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I got 2 of them. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Be crazy if it was someone else's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Spider-Verse, alright, once more from the top. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. I'm just a little guy. I mean, I'm mighty big, sir, but I'm just a little guy, you see. I'm just a little guy in this big old world. My cat is trying to get at a bug at the ceiling. Don't even think about jumping off those stairs. Okay, he didn't. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene. I grabbed my own 2 eyes, found a memo. Yeah. Do you have any proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. He sounded pretty confident. This night might not be good. Oh. Press that. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? Cross-examination round 2. Fight! Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood, the, hemoglobin. Hermogoblins, hobgoblin, hermogoblin boblin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. Oh, gosh. I'm no expert on blood tests or goblins. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation. As should you. Oh. I thought about saying it, but thought that would be too much of a reach. Guess not. That was a mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective? Right hand. She was right-handed. Ha ha ha! Nice try! Uh-oh? I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. So now is when we're gonna get to one of the most infamous moments in all of these games. Alright. So, apparently, in her dying moments, Mia wrote her killer's name. Apparently that killer was Maya. This is a little odd, because we got an autopsy report that said death was instantaneous. Which would of course mean she wouldn't have any time to do any fucking writing. So... Detective Gumshoe. Because there's no possible reason someone might write their family member's name while dying. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? I love the... You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. You gave it to me. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... No but-ing your way out of this one, detective. I give Miles so much ass. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Yeah. Looks like this. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. That's for sure shit true. No, Mr. Wright. Oh, did I? I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? What a strange question to ask me, Miles. What a strange thing to ask. why would that matter? I got it yesterday. Why does that matter? What a strange question, Miles Edgeworth. I wonder why you're asking a strange question, Miles Edgeworth. When? Day of the murder? No. The day after the murder? I forgot. It was the day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... Edgeworth's like, alright guys, I'm about to change the game forever. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have to write Maya. Have time to write Maya. That is all. I see! Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham! I've never picked this before, so I kind of want to. Detective Gumshoe, was I a fool to trust you in your report? Besides the flock of pigeons. Huh? Me? I wasn't... Huh? Detective Gumshoe? I'm disappointed in you. Handing him the wrong report like that? Don't bully Gumshoe! No! I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Oh. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. That did not deliver the promised me screaming I'm a sham in court. I'm just saying. I clicked it because that's what I wanted to say. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. It was the last thing that was said, after all. Darn, this isn't good. One more screw-up, Gumshoe, and we'll have to replace you with that Aussie fella. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Phoenix does some slut-shaming. Let's move past it. Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service. Wink.
Her whole ghetto. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Once again. Dude.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. You're right, Phoenix. It's not. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Sure, every man, sure. Immediately cuts to Edgeworth. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like...
The court observers do seem awfully excitable in general. Yeah.
I was like, in my hotel room. Teehee. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay and Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Well, Your Honor,
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright?
what about my cross-examination? What about the law? What about justice? People died for these laws, Your Honor. Why?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright. She's clearly not charmed every man in the court. Yes. Noticeably not two. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Ms. Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? Judge can't wait to get her out of his court. You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it!
I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know?
Okay, so this is where... I'm not actually going to present here, but... This is where my having played the game before means that... Oh, this is the phone conversation. Means that I have half memories of a lot of things. And I don't actually want to talk to this witness any more than I need to. No offense. Alright. Yeah, that checks out. That's a lie, but like... Yeah, actually, well... How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. I know he probably means he thinks Miles wants to hide something in May's testimony, but I like the reading that he's cross-examining her on sheer spite. It's not
wholly out of the realm of possibility is the thing. And I support it. More pettiness from Phoenix in the courtroom. Everyone else is already petty enough. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Yep, he's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Or you're lying. Well, I think both are true, to be honest, because he was like, I don't know if I could make out someone's, like, make out what someone looked like from so far away. Phoenix, glad I brought my Teflon-coated cross-examination inquiry. You remember to save, scum. That's what we like about this game. I think you didn't see shit. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. Especially because in the, American version, this is set in California. 'Cause why not? And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Stop dragging her. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. Woman, you wish you were Alicia Silverstone? For real. She's the girl who wanted to be Cher in the movie. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Rare. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
She's not my favorite witness. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
You know, the hippie clothes.
And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee-hee.
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
Alright, what I want to know... Actually, we want to know this first. Is that right, as in your right, as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right! It was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Hit that weapon. I saw it. That. Okay, so I'm not in the, I don't want to play with you anymore. I do. We save scumming. We save scumming. We stay save scumming. But no one has referred to this as a clock. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
Nope. Once again, I am gay. You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. By me! Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Judge, what the fuck? But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. You may continue to do your fucking job.
Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? Which objection? Yeah, we're gonna get into that a lot.
What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Faye & Co.
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Hee hee.
The law offices of Faye & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
Am I ever? No! I am insatiable. Looks at Edgery. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. It couldn't have rung. So I remember. Do you remember, chat? It was 8 months ago. But it could not have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, I'm about to wow you. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty, it's broken, the batteries are dead. We heard on the phone call that it's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly?
Just take a look right now.
Oh!
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
Is as you can see. I'm the bitch now. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
Fat!
Well, Miss May, quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you can say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. Didn't Mia take out the clockwork herself to fill it with documents incriminating the real killer? Correct. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is, so it'll be the conversation. Take a look at this. This game has great music. All of the games have great music, honestly.
That's a very cute cell phone.
Ooh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order!
The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Own it, Phoenix, come on. For real, don't worry. He grows. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clockwork isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I do! The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it! Whip it out, man! Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
It was made by my phone.
It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuses not on sale today?
Ooh.
Ooh.
What's it to you, porcupine head?
The statues are cursed?
Yeah. That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Bailiff, the witness is crashing out.
Silly me. Did I, crash out? I guess I did. Tee-hee. Wink.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock?
Her face is so funny. She looks like such an angry dog.
Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then, man. Whip it out. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Yo, she bugging for real, for real. Have a look at this.
Ah! Ooh, that!
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Ms. Mia Fey's phone, were you not?
Ooh! Ooh!
Hopefully when I'm getting loud, this hasn't become completely unlistenable. I just like her crashing out. I think it's fun. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. The judge's surprised face always looks like he's been punched in the gut or something. Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
Yeah! I think that's fair. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Well, did you know it? Can you prove that? I think not.
Guess what, baby girl? I'm gonna be proving you wrong the rest of your life.
Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What?
You're so cute.
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone the weapon was a clock is it also the... Think again, bitch! I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me.
Again? What is it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May. You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to return to me, you lawyer? It's no fair. Are you all ganging up on me like that? Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. You did it, didn't you? Or why the wiretap? Once again, if you have seen the first part, the first stream where we started this chapter, then we know she's not the killer, so why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping or what relevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he does have a point.
Although Phoenix didn't see the murder, so he doesn't know Ms. May isn't the killer. So true. But, as in real life, I know more than him.
Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone?
Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
See, like, the whole thing is that Phoenix has no poker face whatsoever. Damn, she's good. No, baby girl. She's not good. You're just...
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Humph. Okay. So, the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
So, where does that leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No! They're going to just let her walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something.
Call the bellboy as a witness. I'm done with the pink one.
The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why?
What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent.
Yeah.
And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty from Ms. Maya Fey. You so close. You had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
But this is how it always is. In Phoenix Wright, it doesn't matter if I can prove that my client is innocent. All that matters is I have to find who is guilty.
That is my condition.
What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot.
What should I do?
Accept the condition.
That's quite a gish gallop? Gish gallop? Miles? Gish gallop? Gish gallop? Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Except for... well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Humph. Fool. You fell right into my trap.
Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. I won't say he can put it down, but...
Very good, sir. Ms. May's room service. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. 3 weeks later, now we've got everyone's schedules lined up. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May, myself. Herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Thank you. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it.
This is it.
If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Okay, I know he's the head bellboy. I don't care about that. Call it 8 in the evening from our guest. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. And I delivered it to her personally. I want to hear more about that. You're sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrasseur, sir.
Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Let me look at what other evidence I got. Okay, so probably it's about the time. Place of requested time, yeah. Precisely 9 then?
Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir.
Technically, gish galloping means overwhelming the other person with a large quantity of weak arguments so they have a difficult time unpacking everything. Yeah, that's gonna be most of this game. Yeah, that's gonna be most of this game. And it's not just gonna be Edward who does it.
Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir.
I'm sure there's a more accurate term for Miles jumping from if May isn't the murderer, Maya must be. Some bullshit. Why would she be so particular about the time? Oh. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you'll end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen. Can I?
Protest.
Wait! Please wait!
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in, room service, bed making. Well, because I am a Phoenix Wright player, I will save Scum. But it kind of seems like room service is the important part. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Like, even now? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know? And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. Y'all catch that? What did he say? What did he say? They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. What did you say? We're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, we don't skimp on the ice. It's okay. The writing is good. They're really good games. Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool! I've done it. I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. How do we know it's a man? Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was Miss April May, the man with Miss May. Yes. The man who checked in with Miss May. Ugh. Your Honor, As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ugh. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. There's an exchange in last year's Doctor Who Christmas special where the doctor is talking to a worker at a Time hotel who's bragging about the food that's delivered as soon as he ordered due to time travel. The doctor, it's still microwaved. Hotel worker, well, you can't expect miracles.
Enough! The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Ba-bam!
We did it! September 7th, 2:24 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there! Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips.
Maya.
It sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh. I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Ms. May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir! I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. So true. Give me my save. Yeah. Save my progress? Yes. Yes. And now, that is well timed. Oh my god. That is very well timed. Because I think I'm gonna head out now. That seemed like a good ending point. We got through most of Miss April May's appearance in the game. And now we're getting into the good stuff, and we met Miles, my sad boy, my tired, sad, broken man. You ever seen a man who looks like a chew toy? I have. Anyway, let me check real quick and see if anyone is streaming right now. Sure, let's raid Vampirate Odessa. Looks like they're doing a big announcement thing and giveaway. Cool. As always, I have been the Joy Beyond the Void, and this has been gaming. Bye.